What if the secret to saving more money had nothing to do with earning more, budgeting harder, or cutting out your morning coffee, and everything to do with the way you think about money in the first place? That is exactly the premise behind Japan's centuries-old approach to personal finance. In a country where financial discipline is woven into everyday culture, millions of people quietly accumulate wealth not through high salaries or risky investments, but through deeply ingrained habits, a philosophy of intentional living, and a few surprisingly simple tools. The result? Japan consistently ranks among the highest in the world for household savings rates. The good news is that you do not have to move to Tokyo to adopt this mindset. Here is a step-by-step guide to the Japanese way of saving money and how you can start applying it to your own life today. Step 1. Embrace Kakeibo, the art of the household ledger. Before you can save money, you need to see your money, and that is where Kakeibo, pronounced Kakeibo, comes in. Invented in 1904 by Japan's first female journalist, Hani Motoko, Kakeibo is a handwritten budgeting journal that turns your finances into a mindful, reflective practice. Unlike apps and spreadsheets, Kakeibo demands that you put pen to paper. The act of writing, according to Japanese philosophy, forces genuine engagement with information. You cannot passively scroll past a number you have written yourself. Each month, your Kakeibo begins with 4 questions. How much money do you have available? How much do you want to save? How much are you actually spending? And most importantly, how can you improve? At the end of each month, you review, reflect, and reset. It is less a financial tool and more a personal accountability ritual. Kakeibo also categorizes spending into 4 buckets: needs, food, rent, utilities; wants, dining out, entertainment; culture, books, museums, education; and unexpected expenses. This simple framework alone can expose spending patterns you never noticed before. Step 2. Pay yourself first with the envelope system. Japanese households have long used a physical envelope system called Fukuro Bunke envelope budgeting. When income arrives, it is immediately divided into labeled envelopes: groceries, transport, entertainment, savings, and once an envelope is empty, spending in that category stops. Full stop. The savings envelope is filled first, not last. This is a critical cultural distinction. In Western financial culture, saving is often what happens with whatever is left over at the end of the month. In Japan, saving is what happens at the beginning. Spending is what happens with what remains. You do not need physical envelopes to apply this principle. Simply set up an automatic transfer to your savings account on payday before you touch a single yen, dollar, or pound. Even 10% of your income, saved consistently over time, creates remarkable results. Step 3. Practice Mottainai, waste nothing. Mottainai is a Japanese word with no direct English translation. It roughly means "what a waste," but it carries a deep emotional weight. To let something go to waste in Japan is not just financially careless, it is morally regrettable. This single concept quietly shapes billions of daily micro-decisions. Applying Mottainai to your finances means buying less and using more. It means repairing before replacing, finishing leftovers before shopping, and wearing clothes until they are truly worn out. Japan's thriving culture of second-hand markets, repair cafes, and meticulous product care all flow from this one philosophy. In practical terms, before every purchase, ask yourself whether you truly need it, whether you already have something that could serve the same purpose, and whether you would use it fully before it expires or becomes obsolete. That brief pause is worth thousands of dollars per year to the average household. Step 4. Master the 1% rule for gradual improvement. Japan is the birthplace of Kaizen, the philosophy of continuous, incremental improvement. Originally applied to manufacturing, Kaizen translates beautifully to personal finance. Rather than attempting a dramatic financial overhaul that burns out in 2 weeks, Kaizen asks you to improve by just 1% at a time. This month, bring your lunch to work 1 extra day. Next month, negotiate 1 bill down by a few dollars. The month after, try 1 no-spend weekend. None of these changes feel significant in isolation, but compounded over a year, over 5 years, they become a completely transformed financial life. The Kaizen mindset also removes the shame spiral that derails so many people from their financial goals. You did not fail the whole budget if you overspent on dining out. You simply look for 1 small adjustment next month. Persistence beats perfection every single time. Step 5. Adopt the Ikigai approach to spending. Ikigai means reason for being, the intersection of what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Applied to money, it becomes a powerful filter for spending decisions. Does this purchase align with what I truly value and who I truly am? Japanese consumer culture, while modern and sophisticated, still carries a strong undercurrent of intentionality. People tend to buy fewer, better things. They invest in quality over quantity. They resist trend chasing and status signaling in favor of quiet, personal satisfaction. This is not frugality for its own sake. It is purposeful spending. To apply Ikigai to your finances, spend 1 week tracking not just what you spend money on, but how each purchase makes you feel 48 hours later. You will quickly discover which expenses genuinely enrich your life and which ones were just noise, social pressure, boredom, or habit disguised as desire. The bigger picture, saving as a way of life. What makes the Japanese approach to money so powerful is not any single tool or technique. It is the underlying philosophy that money is a reflection of attention, intention, and respect. Money saved is not money denied. It is potential preserved. It is future freedom protected. You do not need a complete lifestyle overhaul to begin. Start with a Kakeibo journal this weekend. Set up 1 automatic savings transfer. Pause before the next unnecessary purchase. Ask whether your spending reflects your actual values. The Japanese way of saving money is not about restriction. It is about clarity. And clarity, as anyone who has ever truly achieved financial peace will tell you, is worth more than any budget app, side hustle, or investment tip. Start small. Stay consistent. Let Kaizen do the rest.